I just want to say how proud of myself I am. I have kept a lot of things quiet throughout this year that I have been dealing with a bunch of stuff. Almost 2 years ago in May, my sister was murdered. Still waiting for her so we can have her actual funeral. We understand she's not going to be whole. We understand that. But we still want her. We still need her. We need to have a funeral for her. So from that, and then a divorce, not too long after. So she happened in May, and then May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 7 months later, I got divorced. Well, not like we weren't divorced yet, but yeah, 7 months later after that, that's whenever what happened was I'm going to tell the truth. I asked for a mental health break. I said, not from you and not from the children. I said, losing my sister, it messed me up so bad. It messed me up so bad. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't take care of my children. I couldn't take care of her children. It was really bad. I lost myself completely when I lost my sister. And so I went to my husband because no one was at the time. Went to my husband at the time. I was like, I need a mental health break. That I couldn't just go walk up to him and have him hug me and hold me and let me cry because I tried it and it didn't work. He couldn't comfort me. Why? Because he hated my sister. He talked so much crap about her, and he said he wanted to comfort me, but all he could feel is how much he hated her. So every single time he tried to, the one time he did try, all I could feel was how much he hated her. And you can't get comfort from someone who hated that person that you lost. So no, there was no way in hell that he could ever, and I mean ever, comfort me. Because of all the things I heard him say about her all the time. I did always tell him to shut the fuck up, so, but like, it still is bothering me, obviously. It's my sister. Whenever you find those friends and you're like, that's my sister's soulmate. That's what my actual sister was to me. That's what she was to me. So I had no job when we divorced. We split up in December of 2024, and we were legally separated. And then we finally got divorced of July of 2025. So I've been single since December 2024, but legally divorced since July of 2025. So we got a divorce and everything because right whenever I asked, right when he heard that word break, bro, right when he heard that word break, it was like a flip switched. He was waiting. Oh, he was waiting, bro. He was waiting. And I wasn't the easiest one. I ain't gonna lie. He treated me like dirt, so I treated him exactly how he treated me, and he didn't like it. I mirrored him very, very well. And that's what my little thing I can do is I can mirror you so well and treat you exactly how you treat me, except for I don't do the things you do. I will just treat you that way, right back at you, so you know exactly how I feel, and you never like it. They never like it. Well, do better. So he treated me one way, I treated him the exact same way. The exact same way. So was I a raging hellfire asshole of a bitch wife? Yes, I was. Not the whole time, though. Not the whole time. Not the whole time. But when I couldn't take it anymore, and no matter how nice I was, no matter what I did, then that's whenever I started. So I'm a mirror. I will mirror the F right back. So he didn't like that at all. So by the time I said that, he was ready. Oh, he was so ready. So, so, so ready. And yeah. So, like, and then I did. I did ask for him back. We got together. We did go back together. This was all back, way back then in December. And then I was happy. I was like happy and giddy and stuff like that, getting ready to start a new relationship all over again or whatever. And he straight up looked at me and said, "You are so happy about this, and it's pissing me off so much, and I just can't be with you." And so then we broke it off. And then after that, I was like, okay. And didn't cry anymore, didn't nothing. Because once a man don't want me, I understand. I understand completely. But also, if you keep coming to me and like texting me and stuff, obviously you still want something, B, but leave me alone. So I can and I do leave men alone. But when they don't leave me alone, sometimes it's hard to leave them alone too. Because, you know what I mean? I gotta work on that, which I am, because I need to work on that. Anyways, what was I coming on here for? Oh, yeah. So I went through all that crap. I had no job. No job whatsoever. No job. So for the first 7 months, I was jobless. A lot of people were looking down on me because of that. I lost my social security card. I lost my driver's, like my ID. Like, I didn't lose my driver's license, but I lost my ID card. And I lost my birth certificate. I lost all three that you need to use to get a job. They just disappeared. I don't know where they went. I still don't know where they went. I got all new ones finally, and that's whenever I went out and started looking for a job. So I wasn't just sitting there looking all like, oh, help me, help me. No, I wasn't asking people for help. I wasn't doing anything like that. I was donating plasma. That's how I got my money. You want to know where anytime I got money? Donating plasma. That's what I did for 7 months. Not the full 7 months either. Because I hate needles and it took me a while to even go and do it, bro. I have trauma every time I come out of there, bro, because of that needle. It scares the living hell out of me. But I do it. Why? Because it helps people and I needed the money. So it was like two birds with one stone right there. Help someone and I need money. So boom. I walked to work. When I found a job, I walked to work. At first, I lived on the east side and I walked, was it like 1.4 miles a day? I think that's what it was. 1.4, 1.3 miles a day. And then I moved because, yeah. Anyone wants to know about who I was living with before? I will tell you about it. It was crazy. But, and then I moved in with my mama. And a lot of people are going to judge me for that. You don't understand my circumstances, so don't judge. Don't judge anybody. God wouldn't want you doing that, so don't do it. Don't be rude. But yeah, I'm living with my mama. My sister died. She has kids. Me and my mom are taking care of them together. My sister has 4 kids. There is 6 kids with us. There's me, my mom, and 6 kids. So there's me and my child, and then I take care of my sister's 2 youngest children. My mom has her child and then takes care of the 2 oldest children. So there's me, my mom, and 6 kids. A lot of people, men and some women, have judged me for that because I live with my mama. Don't judge, because guess what? That doesn't make me less of a person. That doesn't make me less of a queen. And I am still a bad bitch living with my mama. We are taking care of the children together. Do I want my own house? Fuck yes. Yes, I do. But I've only had my job. I haven't even had my job for a full year yet. I wasn't making enough to where I couldn't even. I applied for low income. I'm about to fucking tell it because I'm not ashamed. This is where I'm at in life. You wanna know why I don't have my own place? Because I wasn't making enough, and I'm still not making enough to even live in the low income housing. Every time I've applied at some, and the ones that I was approved for, over $1,000 for rent, and I only made like $1,400, I think it was. So I would have to pay rent plus all the bills and stuff. I didn't have food stamps. I didn't have anything, so I couldn't afford that. I couldn't afford that at all. I still can't afford that. I'm trying to figure out. I have to work more hours, but I also have to get a babysitter so I can work more hours. So until I get all that figured out, this is where I'm at. It doesn't make me less of a person, though. I'm tired of just like my niece said, they don't know where your life has been. They don't know what you went through. No, they don't. But then it got better. I've had my job for almost a year. Had my job for almost a year. I do love my job. It's a good job. Of course, I wish to be paid more. Everyone does. But, I worked and walked to work for almost a year. Like I said, almost a year. until recently. And I did it all by myself. People say if you use taxes and stuff, that is by yourself, because I worked for that money. I worked for that money. Thank you. And I got taxes in the end for it. And your bitch got a car. I haven't told anybody. I literally haven't told anyone. My mom was telling all her friends, but I was keeping it to myself. Because not everyone deserves to know where I'm at that moment until I'm ready to share it. And now I'm ready to share it. Your bitch got a car by herself. By myself. Yes, I have to make payments, but your girl did it by herself, bro. I got a car by myself. No cosigner, like nothing like that. I got a car all by myself. I am so proud of where I'm at. Because I just started with no job trying to raise these kids. I started with no job trying to raise these kids. It's hard to do it with no job. And I didn't get no money from the state. I didn't get no food stamps. I don't get child support. I don't get any of that. Finally got food stamps. Which has helped a lot with making sure I eat too, because I wasn't eating. If there was no food for me, I didn't eat at all. If there is not enough food in a household and there's children, I do not eat. That's why I was so tiny and so skinny. And because every time I would eat, I would feel so sick. So sick. There's some foods that I would eat and then feel instantly sick right afterwards. It was so weird. Super weird. But it also only happened. That's another story. But I'm proud of myself. I went from no job to having a job. From no car to having a car. So, another moral of my story is, if you believe that God is not real, how? Look at my life, bro. How can you tell he's not real? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean he's not real? Because I was in hell. I was in hell, bro. He's been there my whole life. Anytime I really needed him, or anytime he needed me, I was there. Recently, I have not been there like I should have because of the loss of my sister. Am I mad? Yes. Am I mad at Jesus? No. I'm just angry. I'm just angry that she's gone. I've been trying to go back to my praying like I normally do. I do not go to church, and I will not be forced to go to church. Every time I go to church, I get judged. Right there by the doors. I can read body language like it's I can read body language, bro. I can read body language. And it's like, I can read body language so good, you don't even have to speak to me, and I can tell exactly what the F you just said. It's like I can literally hear it in my head, looking at you. I just evaluate you, look at you, and it pours all out. Some of you are bad. Why I don't go to churches? Because there are some people who go to church to get better, and then there are some people who go to church to hide and not get better. There's a lot of people who go there and hide and not get better. And those are the ones that don't want me to see them. Those are the ones that get angry. Very, very angry. Oh my word, they get so angry because they can just know that I can see them. They know I can see them. It's weird. I don't like it. That's why I try to keep my eyes down, because I don't want to read your body language. So if you see me staring at you, it's probably because I'm reading you. I'm reading you all of your body language. That's why I try to keep myself to myself, because a lot of people don't like being read. Well, I used to be able to keep it off and not do it, and I was severely picked on. Severely picked on my whole life. Because why? Because people said, she just takes it and takes it and takes it and doesn't do anything about it. Oh, I do something about it. I don't, but Jesus do. Y'all think that I just sit here and don't do nothing. I don't have to. I don't have to do anything to you. I give it all to the good Lord. And whatever he decides to do to you is what's done to you. And when I die, I'm going to go up there in heaven. I'm going to be like, Jesus, can I please be one of those people for you? I want to be the one who gives judgment. Not completely, but I want to be one of those ones he sends down to go check out them peoples. Because he sees everything he do, but he likes to send people down right next to you to see how you treat them. You know how many people have failed from me being put into their life? Not realizing I was the blessing that they needed. Not to be with, maybe they just needed words. Maybe they just needed a hug. But there's something sometimes in me that's all you need. And you'll feel better, or you'll get better. This turned out into a whole different thing. I just talked about so many different things. That's my brain. That's where it's at all the time. So, anyways, congratulations. I just wanted to say something proud of myself, because I keep a lot of things to myself, but I don't keep a lot of things to myself, if that makes sense. Jesus is real. Don't be a jerk. I am living proof. And so are a lot of people with all their testimonies. They're living proof too.